Blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for us to be able to stand firm, especially through our trials and tribulations, and being able to know that we can rely on each other for just pleasant reminders or even strength is truly a blessing to be able to help each other, going along our journey. So, with that being said, much love to you all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you are comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift and how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. Also, if you feel like the videos are giving you uplift or good information or just good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that are going through trying times right now and just need help with spiritual guidance or just need just confirmation or validation towards life path or even purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give me a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated. And I hope you're able to resonate with the video, the content of my video. And today, the peaceful meditation music I'm listening to is 963 hertz tranquility music for self healing, mindless, bringing positivity, change, and changing your life. And I will post that link in the description box below. It's so peaceful too. It just makes me feel like I'm so relaxed and laid back. And the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101 Heyoka's seeing yourself women. Heyoka is closing the doors that no longer needs to be open, and it's so true. It's like I was telling y'all before, y'all standing firm in your truth. You are your strength. You are your power. A lot of things are that has happened into your life that has brought you to a better to a better view when you can be able to see yourself and understand why certain things had to go about your journey. Like I said, awakening your spirit, your spiritual awakening has allowed you to be able to see views. Before it was so hard for us to be able to see. There are so many days that I can be positive at a certain sense, but also with certain things that I was really dealing with. Um, had me really feeling like, why do I have to keep going through this? Why do I have to, this is just working my nerves, this and this and this and that. And it was so hard for me to be able to see that, even though I was giving myself that, that positive reason, I was still in a weak point in my life. That's the reason why stress and darkness was able to harp on me so quick. Like I told you, not every day is going to be perfect. I try to remain in my truth and authentic self as much as I possibly can, but there's days that I also as well fall short on. But it's just like since the other day, like when I was telling y'all when I did the video about my dad, uh, in the video, and my bad about that, y'all, because it was like when we recorded it, it sounds so good, but then I don't know if it was just the frequency or just the energy that was so strong in the room. It sounds so weird. So when I went back and looked at it, I was like, oh, I don't like that, so I private that. So I said I gotta go ahead and re-upload that one because it sounds so good when I did it, but it was just like, I don't know, because y'all, like I told y'all, my laptop started acting crazy where it would sometimes sound choppy, and then I'm using my phone too. So it's just like with the, around that day, it was like my phone kept on acting up because it was like either between the rain, because we've been having it on and off, and the frequency from just the energy I have, because I don't know if y'all can see it, but there are certain times I can do the video either where I will lose connection, even though I have very strong connection at that point where I'm at. But it's just the energy that is bouncing off of me. A lot of times you'll probably see the light change in my face, or it look like something flashing, or it'll just disconnect on me and stuff like that. So my energy's been really crazy, so I have to re-upload that because I just didn't like the way it sounded come bouncing off the video. So I'm like, I ain't like that, so I said I gotta go ahead and do it again. But there was so many things that I was dealing with at that time, missing my dad, trying to, just trying to have that patience, be able to find out what has happened to him, who did this. It was just so many things that ego and darkness was trying to keep reminding me of the negative situation. And it was just like at that time, I don't know what I guess from the shifts that we were going through, plus the Lions Gate, and the ending. I think it was the ending of the retrograde and all that stuff, all those different phases we were going through. It was bringing a lot of old wounds to the surface that have, even though I was releasing them, some, at times we have a bad habit of not wanting to release things, and we hold it like a security blanket. And it's just like, why would you want to hold on to something negative? I guess it's just, to me, if I look at it from my opinion, if you have been in the darkness for so long, and when you finally have that positive vibe or that positive energy, you're actually leaving yourself open to receive. I mean, it can leave you in an emotional state, because it's like on and off I've been, really emotional. It was just like when I just posted that thumbnail, that what I did, I felt a lot of us going through that. Like, we have our loved ones, they're, consoling us and letting us know, hey, it's okay. You've been going through so many things, and you deserve the rewards that you have been working hard for. Things are being placed in your life, things are starting to become a lot, it's like you're out of the woods, but you're still, not out of the woods. You can be able to feel the lightness. It's not as heavy as it was, because a lot of times it can be something very petty, but it's just like I told y'all in the last video. If you have been dealing with so many different, trials and tribulations, it doesn't take much to get you aggravated. It doesn't take you much to get pissed off. It doesn't take much for you to lose sight on what you're trying to aim for when, crazy stuff is going on around you. And it's just like, you have to be that peace of mind. You have to be that voice of reason at times when things go on that is allowing you to be able to see, I got to close that door. And there was so many of y'all I'm seeing that y'all are closing that door. And it almost brought me to tears, because when you have gone through so many different trials, it has placed you in a place where you get tired of dealing with it. You already know it's up to you. Only you are, there's people that will intervene, but if you're not giving them that power, you're not leaving that door open for them to be able to invade in your space. Yes, I know there's a lot of people. There's been people that have tried to block me from my blessings. There'll be people to try to throw things in my face just to steer me off. But if I'm not allowing things to get to me like that, nothing can leave you in that threatened, vibe, unless you allow it to. And it's at that point where I see a lot of y'all are just closing the door to that past chaos, closing the door to the past sorrows and the mishaps. You have learned your valuable lessons through everything that has been taking place in your life. Being able to see the wrongs on just the decisions we have made. You learn from those. You're not supposed to be, punished for them forever, but you have to be able to see there's a lot of situations we placed our own self in just because of the decisions that we have made. And when you can actually stop putting blame on things, on other people, instead of, I own it, I've did these things, these are the things that, the decisions I've made is the consequences I had to deal with. But now I see, you're seeing the lessons from the decisions you made. And it's at that time where you're like, what, I see my life and I see the things that I don't like about my life. I'm wanting to change. And, and change doesn't happen overnight, but it's just like when you start seeing, that light, because sometimes it's hard when you have gone through so many different situations. It can leave you crying. It can leave you in a very stressful state of mind. Even though you're desperately wanting to seek the answers, and the answers is like right in the mirror if you just decide to see the things you need to see. But if you're in a stressful state of mind, it's hard for you to receive those answers, because it's just like, even when you ask for assistance from your spirit guides or your higher power, whoever you worship to or you pray to, they're trying to send you the answers that you have wanted. They're placing certain things in your path for you to be able to see it. But if you're just too busy focusing on the problem at hand, instead of, being able to see the solution, and just by what they're trying to teach you from that, from that situation, you'll never see it if you're focused on the wrong things. And that's what I was doing. I was still focused. As soon as I said that, my phone just flashed. So that's just sending me confirmation. There's a lot of things that has happened in my life. And it was just supposed to teach me a valuable lesson, but I blew it all out of proportion and looking at it as, a negative sense. Like, why did this have to happen? Why, I'm so sick and tired of things like this happening to me and this and this and that and the third. But then when I actually can sit back and when I'm not in my feelings, I can be grateful for that mishap because it taught me a valuable lesson. And that's why a lot of times we have to be able to see it. Yes, there's a lot of things that occur in our life we cannot change. A lot of times, like I've said before, there's situations that we feel like we need to change in this, but you have to be able to see, is this situation I'm being placed in is trying to teach me to change my point of view, change my actions, change my energy, change my frequency, rise me above my situation that I can easily get myself out of. Because a lot of time we feel stagnant, a lot of time we feel stuck, but it's just the way. If you keep doing things the wrong way, and then it's just like when a lot of times they're sending you signs like, okay, you have tried to do it your way, but let the universe do it now. You have to go with the flow. Let your situation guide you on a positive frame of mind. A lot of time that ego starts in, darkness starts in. And it's just like, if you're in that weak frame of mind, which we can be at times, because there's so many things that's probably popping off left, right. It feels like you can't breathe, you can't take a break. Meditate on it, walk in, walk on nature and allow things to come towards you. Being at that space of solitude. A lot of times we feel like, our friends don't want to talk to us, we're being ignored. Maybe that was universe cutting all communication off for you to be able to listen to yourself, see what yourself is trying to tell you, listen to what your intuition is trying to tell you. Because a lot of times we make decisions, quick decisions, when we're in anger, we're in frustration, we're in stress, and it's not good to make decisions around that time, because it's like a lot of times we feel like when we're stressed, we have to have what we're working for right now. And it's like you're totally missing. It's like you're gonna get it, but it's not gonna come until you decide to see what we're trying to teach you, what things that you need to, step away from. There, it's just like, since I've had that smack of reality a few days ago, there are so many people that that was really considered friends to me, and I had to really part ways with them, even though I didn't want to, because that connection between me and them had really took its course. And it was like it killed me to do that. But if I knew what I wanted to bring forth in my life, there's a lot of situations that I had to let go of. And it's just like there was a lot of situations, relationships I had to part ways with, and it ran its course. And I had to keep it real, because sometimes if there's somebody that's not relevant to me, I'm gonna just block you and just keep it on, or I'm just not gonna say nothing to you and keep it going. If that was, if you're not relevant to me, if there's people that has really been there for me, and I see the lesson within that connection, that it had to, spark up for that to happen, and being able to keep it real with them. If they can't respect that, then obviously, you already seen what that situation can cause you. But if they're telling you, it's just like right now, through all the changes that's been made within our life, and the way you can look at it, view it, it's allowing you to see the things that you need to part ways with. It's allowing you to see what to put your energy on. It's just like situations that could be happening between you and your family. And a lot of times, we deal with narcissistic situations, and it's hard to deal with. But it's just like the way I had to read I forgot what it was, either a number or a certain thing I was seeing, like a totem or something, and I went to go look back at it, and it was allowing me to see, there's a lot of people that are going to come into your life that are going to be, cruel to you. There's going to be some people that you're not going to like, but you still supposed to, rise above their situation. Because a lot of times people come at me, I just, not respond. Or if I do respond, it's a polite way. Everybody they're entitled to their opinion or how they view things. That's fine. But if I see I'm staying firm in what I believe in, and I know that's right, I'm gonna still do it. I'm like, you, hey, I respect your viewpoint, and you need to respect mine. And there's a lot of times we can think about the people that have hurt us. You have to understand they're only using what they got at that point in time because that's all they know at that time. Because you have to remember you were there at one time, and you might not have known how you were hurting people. And a lot of times, hurt people. They might be hurt by certain things that has went on in their life and they can't see past that. But they had to go through their lifelong lessons to be able to understand, to try to get where you already at or you're heading towards. And it had to look at a lot of things, like there are situations that's been placed between me and my children that where we're not as close as we used to be. This situation with me and my family has really tore some stuff up. And yes, they have done certain things that has, allowed our family, me and my children's connection to be severed or just be drawn back. But there's a lot of things that I've placed in that situation as well. I can't be responsible for what they did, but I can be responsible for mine. And there's a lot of things that's been done and said that really hurt my feelings. But then I had to understand, hey, you were their age at one time. There are certain things that you're really trying to understand that has left a friction in between you. So you have to be able to let that go. You can't be angry about how they are. If when it's time for them to be able to understand the truth and know the truth, oh, trust and believe it's gonna come out, and they're gonna understand why you were the way you were, and find the deep meaning on why things happen the way they happen, and just allow things to be. You have to be able to pray for people like that. Yeah, there are certain situations you might be in a toxic situation, and it might be a messed up one. But a lot of times, especially with us as empaths, a lot of times we have to be placed in situations like that to understand there's a reason why you had to connect with those people, because in a way, we're like them and they're like us. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's hard to be able to see that, especially when they're going out their way to be bringing hurtful situations to you or hurtful drama. With my situation, I can be able to be blessed and see that there are certain things that has transpired or are going to transpire that when they're seeing it a certain way, they might see it and they're hurt by certain things that you might be moving along on, or they're hurt because of certain situations they can see you being better at than them. A lot of time our strength can be able to intimidate somebody else's weakness, and that brings about a lot of things, especially with you being a Heyoka. You can trigger off somebody's insecurities, because there's a lot of things in themselves that they see within you that they wish they had, and they don't even realize they have it within themselves. But there's a lot of times you didn't realize it in yourself. You had to go through certain paths, you had to go through certain situations, you had to be hurt a certain way for you to be able to be reminded of things that's been laying dormant for so long. So it's just like, I'm proud of y'all. Y'all need to be proud of yourself, because like I said before, you might not be where you want to be, but you are so much further than you were when you first started your situation. So don't be your own worst critic. uh Congratulate yourself for on how far you came. You have closed that door. You have realized either you're closing your door or you have already closed your door. But just the fact of you knowing there's certain doors that need to be closed, congratulate yourself, because it took a long time for you to be able to realize there are certain things you had to walk away from, and it's already on ran its course. So allow me to know if this is the things you are resonating with, because I see so many of y'all dealing with that. And if you have closed your door or you're on that journey of getting ready to step through that door and close it and lock it, and don't allow yourself to go back, because those were the things that's taking you to places that you have been dreaming of. But just things that you were dreaming of is going to be far more things that you have prayed for, just because of the fact is all the things you have dealt with and the things you are overcoming. So let me know if you're resonating with this video. It's truly a blessing to be able to make these, and being able to see the things within myself that can be able to help other people as well, is truly a blessing. So allow me to know if you resonate with this. Drop me a line so I can go ahead and give you a post notification shout out. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing better days are coming your way. And also, send out as much love and light and positivity as you possibly can. Remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, share, give me a thumbs up as well. And I would love to give a post notification shout out to Silky Music. Much love to you as well. Welcome to the family. And I will see y'all in my next video. And I hope y'all have a blessed, prosperous week. And I'm sending you uplifting love and blessings and positive vibes your way. And I'll see you in my next video. Much love. Peace.